Zombie apocalypse.
So we're back again.
Yes, we are.
Another episode of Moist Nougat. So you guys went out and got, you went out and got some Chinese takeout tonight.
Yeah. It was the first time I got anything from a restaurant since, I don't know, March 11th. Not liking mushrooms, when I eat something like that, that's all I can taste is the mushroom, I would say. Or if you put, God forbid, you put anchovies on a pizza, oh my God, that's all I can taste is the anchovies.
Yeah, well, and everybody said, oh, you know, mushroom lovers, they always say, well, you can't even taste them. Then why the fuck are you even putting it in there then? If you can't taste them, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't taste them. It tastes like wet, fishy dirt.
Earth.
Yeah, they're gross.
Terra firma.
I literally, like, if you saute mushrooms in a pan, the smell makes me sick to my stomach. I don't even like the smell of mushrooms being sauteed.
Yeah, right.
And so I try to find shit on YouTube, and I found these guys. They're called the Try Guys. The one guy has a whole bunch that he does kind of on his own, I guess. It's still part of the Try Guy thing, I guess. But I tried everything from Pizza Hut. And he literally, they had like 3 or 4 deliveries from Pizza Hut. And he tried all their chicken wings and their breadsticks and all their different kinds of pizza. And I watched that video, and I just was dying for Pizza Hut. I just said, fuck it, and I just ordered a Pizza Hut pizza, had it delivered.
Hey, a question about consonants and vowels. Okay, when you use an I and you get an I sound, well, okay. Now, this is terrible because for me to sit here and try, now that I brought that up, and to think of a word where the I, title, okay, so it's T-I-T, so it's basically tit with a little bit left on it, titled. So there's the I. So, but why isn't it not, well, the whole point was, I was thinking of Bible, and I was thinking, why isn't it pronounced Bible?
Because the English language is impossible for most people to learn.
Yeah. Okay.
You got the long, you got the long version of the letter, and you got the short version of the letter, and then you got the, I before E except after C, or
I before
whatever.
E. Yeah.
I before E except after C, right?
Could be. You could be right. I failed English.
But yeah, I get laughed. Just like I was texting with Mom earlier. She said that you had gone down to the house to water the outdoor plants or whatever.
Yeah, Shannon's plants, right?
And hopefully you were going to pick up Chinese if they're open. And
if they're open, yeah.
I'm like, well, they should be open at least for carry out, but there's this thing called internet.
Right.
That you could have looked it up and saw that they were or weren't open. More than likely, you're going to find that answer.
Yeah. We like to hang that big question mark out there and just let it fester. And then finally get through on this technical thing.
Yeah.
And go, oh my God, it all came together. How? I don't know how it came together, but it was smooth.
I hate texting. I don't mind a quick, like, hey, what's going on? Or, hey, we should, like, kind of like how we text when we text. They're just kind of,
Yeah.
I hate having, like, an hour-long conversation.
Right.
Because inevitably what I do is I'm sitting here at the desk, and I think the conversation's done, so I set the phone over there, and I start doing something, and then it goes off again. And so I grab it, and I look at it, and it's like, I got to respond, so I respond. And I'm, okay, we're done now.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 words responding to.
Yeah, and I'm editing video or whatever, so I've got the headphones on, and I'm actually listening to something else, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit. I remember the coolest thing. Like my grandparents had the encyclopedias.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. I always got the one with the plastic pages with the human body and shit and all the organs. That was the coolest one out of the whole bunch.
Right.
But that's that's how you did, had to do homework.
Oh man,
You had to have a dictionary.
I got through high school that way. I had
Speaking
those
of
books out all the time, every night. And what's crazy is I'll watch these shows, I'll listen to the English, do their pronunciations. We like to watch the Great British Baking Show.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, those English people, they know how to kill the English language. They just wipe it out. It's like, they said, what? They're pronouncing that way?
Oh, yeah, like herbs.
What right do they have to do that? Yeah, there's this really cool guy in here that's, he's from Alabama. And I thought it was really interesting because he asked me a question the other day, and I gave him an answer, and he said, what? And I had to repeat myself. And I thought, that's great. He couldn't understand me.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, I'm not dogging on anybody, but...
No, I just tripped him up the way I gave my answer, and I thought I was perfectly clear, but yeah, I had to repeat myself, which was fine. But that never happened to me before.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, because there have been times, I remember we were staying in Anniston, Alabama. A couple guys came up. They saw the truck that I had, and I was out, wiping down the front of it or whatever. And they wanted to talk, And so the one fella, I couldn't understand a word he said, and I never did. Never did understand a single word he said. I just, stared at him, watched his mouth. Just, it was awful. I got the other guy, and they both got me, but that one guy, man, he was tripping me up so bad. Not a single word did I ever get, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. There's 2 ducks that come and visit me. One duck, he's a big black duck with a red, funky looking head. It's just the way the skin is designed on his head. It's just weird. I should look it up and see if I can find. I don't know. Do I look it up in a thesaurus or the new second edition of the dictionary? Where do I look it up?
I'd start with Google.
Oh, is that Miriam guy on Google? Miriam or what's his name?
There's a million Miriams on Google now.
Miriam. God dang it.
There's every answer you want to get.
It must be an English name.
Generally takes me in circles, but...
So the duck, last year, was hanging around with a white female duck. And on occasion, he would come here often. On occasion, she'd be with him. Now, he's hanging around with this female. It's a black duck with a little bit different colored face than his. It's like a combination black and white. And his is just all red. But he's got a big body, and it's mostly black. And some of the colors of the feathers are when you look at it at an angle, it changes. It's really cool. It goes from like a green to a purple. And he'll make the trek up here. The other day, it was quiet in here. We didn't have anything running, no fans, the TV or nothing was on. And he'll make like a hissing sound, a loud hissing sound. And I opened up the door, and he's standing out there looking at me. He's letting me know I'm here and I'm hungry. We want something to eat.
Yeah.
So I go down the steps. I go past him. I'm like, just hang on. Just wait a minute. I got to go to the car. The bag of bird seed is in the car. And it's wild bird food. And it's a big mixture of all this different stuff. And I didn't get too close to him. I made a pile in the grass. And then she came right over to it. And she started eating really close to me. And I thought, well, I'll go around, get a little bit closer to him because he's not coming forward. And she looked at me, and he started hissing at me. And I'm like, okay, all right. I didn't know I did anything wrong, so I just backed up. I made another pile next to her. And then I got the hell out, went over by the car, and I just stood there. And they came over, and they're just gobbling this stuff down. You know, the birds peck at it. The squirrels come over, and they're, you know, chasing each other out of the pile. But man, these ducks are serious when they go after it. Oh my God, they're like vacuum cleaners. They're like, then they back up and start another row. I mean, it's like, wow. You know, and here I come with this big 15-pound bag of bird seed. So they're like, all right, he's got the goods.
Yeah.
You know, at least we'll be somewhat civil to him to a point.
That's what they were after.
Oh, yeah. It cracks me up, though. He remembered from last year. He knew right where to come.
Yep.
It's like they don't forget.
No.
Very
Well, same way you don't forget where the Chinese restaurant is down there.
Yeah. I didn't. I went straight to it. I knew.
On that note, we probably ought to call it. Hope you enjoyed it. And hit the like button and subscribe and all that good shit. Which I said I wasn't going to say any of that crap in any of the videos, so I'll probably edit that out. But
so that was your sales pitch, huh?
that was a sales pitch.
All right.